If you're running a detail shop, but you're not able to do as many high ticket ceramic coating or PPF jobs as you want to be able to, well, I'm gonna show you in this video how Cesar with Olympic Auto Pros added over $10,000 in revenue in a single month worth of ceramic coating and PPF jobs in his first month. So before he started working with Cesar, he was doing a lot of quick and dirty details out of his shop. He wanted to be doing more of these types of high ticket ceramic coating and PPF jobs, but there just wasn't enough coming in the front door. He was doing all of the marketing for his entire business, and that was getting him some detailing jobs, but it wasn't getting him the high ticket jobs that he really wanted. In fact, during the winter, he would have to go into credit card debt just to be able to keep his employees busy. So when we started working with Cesar, we immediately set up a ceramic coating campaign. Quickly after starting this campaign, Cesar started closing deals, and he ended up in his first month closing nearly $11,000 worth of deals off of just $1,000 in ad spend. So here we are in Cesar's ad account, and what we can see here is we were advertising a ceramic coating for $497. Now this is interesting because Cesar actually didn't end up selling very many of these. He ended up with $11,000 in the first month, and I believe $1,000 was from 2 of these $497 coatings, but the rest were upsells. In fact, one of these jobs, instead of $497, it turned into about $1,800, including some PPF. And the reason why we advertised it like that is because we knew people would be able to be upsold. So this was a 1-year ceramic coating for $497, and he just made it make a lot of sense to upgrade to the 3-year, the 5-year, the 7-year ceramic coating. And that's how he was able to get so many leads for such a good price, and really qualified leads who are interested in spending that kind of money, and then upsell them to really high profit jobs. So now I'm gonna cut to my conversation with Cesar so you can get a chance to see what it's like working with ShopDrive.
So it was like 11,899.
And I think that was over 2 months. So I think it was $1,200 in ad spend, nearly a 10x ROI,
Pretty much.
which is basically very rare. A lot of my clients that I get, I mean, they just call the leads and then they get.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of it was like there was referrals that came from it, and upsells.
Yeah, the upsells went crazy because I know.
Yeah.
I mean, the original offer was only $500.
Yeah, which pretty low, but yeah, it's good. It worked.
Yeah,
Because then it was like a good. Yeah, people moved up to like the 5-year coding, because that was just like the 1-year coding.
right. Yeah, for $497.
Yeah, which was I think that's fine for that coding for sure. But yeah, people, it wasn't a big step to just get 5 years versus 1.
Yeah, for sure.
A good value ladder there.
Yeah, I think that might have been the key. It was just like getting people to step up. Because okay, and I have here you made $2,000 from referrals alone, and then hit $30,000 in a month. Was that like a record, or was that was just
I mean, I would say from coatings alone, definitely a record, because
nice.
we've reached that with like detailing and like combination with coatings, but like keeping in mind that was just coatings and PPF, it was definitely a big addition.
Okay, yeah. Can you share a specific moment when you realized that I made a significant impact on your business? Can you think of any moments like that?
Absolutely. I would say that the biggest moment was getting the one customer. I'm trying to remember his name. Hold on, I'm looking. Francisco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Francisco was epic because he did his car, he did his wife's car, he referred his niece, and she did her car coating and PPF.
Yeah.
So just from that one customer, there was I think, yeah, that was like, it was like 1,500 from him, plus like a little over 2,000, 2,300 from the referral.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And that was just from one single lead.
Yeah.
So it's like you never know what's gonna come from from uh, from one lead.
Yeah. Especially like a high ticket lead where they're already thinking about like that job instead of like a detail.
Hmm. So I mean, if you were to look at the return on investment on that one lead alone, that's like killer.
Yeah, like 1,000% or something.
Uh-huh.
Because he was probably a $5 lead.
Hmm. But
Uh,
yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a ton of people that because being in Facebook, there's a ton of people that are not super interested.
yeah,
But when you land the one, it makes up for everything.
right. What would you say to like a shop owner who's considering, working with me, but they have their doubts?
Well, it's definitely um I would say it's like a team effort. It's like a partnership. It's like you can't it has to there's a lot of things that have to come together for it to actually work. And you like actually following up on the leads is very important, and making sure that you're doing like excellent work so that they refer you more. That's where like the actual return will come. So I would say you got to get your stuff together, figured out, dialed in first, so that you can fully take advantage of the leads.
Yeah, I like that. I definitely saw that you were doing that. Like you had a lot of the delivery very like dialed, so it was a good experience for the customer.
Hmm. So then that's a good example where you can get that 10% return on investment, even though it's rare. Like it's like we experienced it and we know that it is possible.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, when I don't respond while you're talking, like the recording only shows whoever's talking, so I'll just like stay quiet.
Okay, that's cool.
That's why I'm just nodding my head instead of going, yeah,
No, for sure. But it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not just one thing. It's like a combination of everything
yeah.
that causes the success.
What do you feel like? What do you feel like you expected to happen versus what actually happened in those like 2 months?
I mean, I don't know exactly what I expected. I know what I hoped for, and I
Yeah. What did
definitely
you hope for?
I hope to like to make. I mean, I just hope to make a return in general and to have more clients. But it's just it was just cool to see how that like grew and expanded out, branched out from the opportunities. So it's just like seeing it as an opportunity, a connection point where then you can build a relationship with a customer, and then that can flourish in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Here's
Uh,
another thing too, because I was seeing the sales like of there was times where I got the lead like a month or 2 months before, and then 2 months later, that's when the sale actually solidified and like the transaction actually took place.
yeah.
So then it's like also goes to show the importance of follow up and nourishing the lead over like an extended period of time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point, actually. I forgot about that. How long like some deals take to close.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk to any like transformation that you experienced? Because I know, like you said, you were doing a lot of details before and you were hoping to like get more into kind of the high ticket stuff. And do you feel like the working with me at any point kind of helped move that? And like, how did that seem?
Yeah, I mean, at least definitely during the time that I was working with you, the shop did change towards a coding focused service because we just had a lot going on. There was the time where I recorded the video for the ad, and I had like 3-4 cars in the shop, like 4 coatings. And it's like to have that many at one time, like that's significant.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and have that be the focus of what we're doing, like day by day, like for weeks. That's significant.
Yeah. Can you say like just something along the lines of like, you know, um, I don't know what you did, the month before in revenue, but you could say like, I guess it was only like $5,000 a month in revenue that you added, but
Right.
maybe,
Versus like what we had been doing.
yeah. So it wasn't like a huge percentage increase, but
Yeah, but it was like a different kind of work though. And it
yeah,
just like feels better. It's just like a lot easier to do a coating than it is to clean like a dirty, nasty interior.
right,
A
right.
little more satisfying. Well, I don't know. It can be satisfying to clean dirty cars too, but you know what I mean? It's just like a good break from that.
Yeah,
To see.
yeah,
I hope you enjoyed watching this video and learning about how we help businesses like yours. If you're interested in hearing how we would help your business, then head over to shopdrive.io and book a call. Remember that we only work with one business per area per city, so make sure to book a call right now before we book out in your area. See you there.